Hello everyone, it's Badger Jeff coming to you with a show and tell day. It's the choice from cards I picked up the first couple of weeks in January 2020. Just came off a Packer loss to the 49ers for the second time this year. Packers got their butts kicked, but it's to be expected when you give up 300 yards rushing and only eight passing attempts by the other team, and you still lose by 17. You got some problems. So I think Packers did well overall this year. Pleasantly surprised by how well they did, but still have a ways to go. So not everything today's Packers for show and tell, but starting off, of course, with what I need from a registry. 1973 Alden Roche, defensive end for the Packers. Kind of chipping away at this one. Still have a couple more to go after this, including that NFC, I think it's the NFC Championship game against the Redskins. Which there's not many of those out, but I need to find one. There's a 9 right now on eBay, but I don't want to pay $100 for it. 1962, a lot of you know 62 football is the black borders. Very condition sensitive, of course. This is Tom Moore, running back, halfback for the Packers. This is the second to last card I need, except for one of the other running backs, Paul Hornung, the Golden Boy. I don't have him yet. I'll probably pick him up in 6 or 7, I guess. 1983. This is a sort of a lower end card. Eddie Lee Ivory 7 only, but it's a placeholder for now. It's a minty 7. Sharp corners. Very sharp corners, but I think there's maybe a bit of a print defect up here on the top. Someone must have unchecked the print defect button, so I knocked it down to 7. But it's a nice card. 83 is a tough year to find Packers cards because there's not a lot of great players. Lynn Dickey, James Lofton, and 2, there's just not a lot submitted. So I'll find them eventually, or I'll have to submit some of my own. 1965 Forrest Gregg. This completes my 65 Philadelphia set, and also completes all my Forrest Greggs needed. So obviously, great card to pick up. Again, it's a pretty sharp 7. Great tackle for the Pack in the 60s. And then the last one for my 48 to current registry is this 84 record breaker of Yount. It's in a 9. His regular card is also having a 9. There's not many 10s of those around. There's a couple of 10s in Larry McCarron's, but out of this card, this is the last card I need for the 84 set. So chipping away on it. If you go on the registry, check me out, Badger Jeff. I have a album on there, so you can look at all the cards that I have and see what I got. I just saw that PSA also just updated their app too, so I have to check that out, see what they have on there. This is not in the registry, but it's a cool card. It's a 99 Fleer Focus, and for some of you that collect the all-time Packers greats or Hall of Fame set registry, you'll know Donald Driver's in this set. This is the card you need. This is Freeman, but this is a stealth. So it's got the green on the bottom, the font, instead of the red. And these are out of 300. And I picked this up for, I think it was like $14. So pretty cool card. Very minty. These are, Sky Tradition always talks about how condition sensitive these are, especially in the back. You get chipping on them. Front's not so bad with the white borders, but the back definitely gets some chipping. So in a 9, it's a great card. Not many 10s of these around. You can see it's a little off-center too. My angle's a little off-center because I keep getting a reflection, so I'm trying to avoid that. A couple other football cards. I do like to pick up Hall of Famers whenever I can. Hall of Fame rookie cards, working on that registry. 88 Topps Kevin Green in a 9. You can get it in a 10 if you want to spend another $20, but I figured why bother. Always picking up Reggies, any Reggie I can get. 1991 Topps in a 10. Probably paid more than I should have, but just want it for the collection. And then a 96 Topps, also in a 10. Beautiful card. I have 2 of these now, so if anybody needs one, let me know. I accidentally bought 2 of them, didn't realize it. Be happy to trade them with you. And then the last football card, and I'll hit a couple of other sports actually, is 2015 Topps Chrome Melvin Gordon, Badger running back, and a 10. Also have this in a refractor. It's just a kind of a basic card, but it's one I like to have as a Badger collection in my collection. He didn't have a great year this year. Seemed to also have couple of attitude problems, at least with his contract. So we'll see how it goes next year. And I kind of wonder where Jonathan Taylor will get drafted. Random baseball card. Just saw this was a good deal. I know there was, if some of you are following on some of the Facebook forums, there's a gentleman, don't know him, but he was collecting. He just finished the set, I think, in BGS. Rated, everything was like a 9.5 to 10. The Desert Shield 1991 set. This is my second one. I have Rob Deere and the Brewers set, but I just picked this up because it was cheap and I like the picture of Santiago. And it's just cool to get these Desert Shield cards whenever you can. No way am I ever going to try to collect that set. But it's fun to have, and maybe someone will need one down the road, and I can help them out. That's what it's about. It's not about making money on these. It's about just kind of having fun and collecting. Also am collecting the Robin Yount registry. You know, as a person from Wisconsin, you got to collect Brewers, Bucks, Packers. So these are obviously kind of lower end cards, but just ones you need. You know, you chip away at them and you say, well, do I need an 88 Fleer Robin Yount? Not really. Not a graded one, because everybody's probably got 20 of these at home if you collected in the 80s. But I do need one in this fancy case, this PSA case for my registry. So it adds, $10 to the card, $14 to the card. So 88 Fleer, 89 Fleer, 88 Donners. One of the worst. Well, I guess some people have a sweet spot for this set. It's pretty ugly, 88 Donners, but there was so much of it, and everyone collected so much of it, and there's still so much of it unopened that I think some people kind of like it. And then the last one is just a 93 Upper Deck Robin Yount. So that's getting towards the end of his career. I think 94 was his last year. If anyone follows Baseball Card Collector on YouTube, he's got his Hall of Fame, not contest, but Hall of Fame program going on right now. He collects last year of all the Hall of Famers, and I actually started doing that as well before he started the registry. Now this is a year before, but 94, it just reminded me that that's kind of a fun way to collect Hall of Famers too, is go by their last year. I also picked up some basketball cards. I am collecting the 88 Fleer, an 87 Fleer, and 89 Fleer Hall of Famers. Dennis Johnson's a Hall of Famer. This is in a 10, picked up for the registry. Danny Ainge, not a Hall of Famer, but I figured it's the only other card I needed to finish out the Celtics team set. So Parrish, Bird, McHale. So I did that just to get a little medal on PSA. Not that I really care, but it's fun. And then to finish it out, Kevin McHale rookie card. This is an 8.5, and again, if you don't want to spend, extra money going up the grades, just pick it up in a 0.5 and you can save quite a few bucks. So you can see this is pretty close to a 9, probably a little off-centered, top to bottom. But for me, it's great. I like it. 81 tops. It adds to my Hall of Famer collection. And it's just a great card to have from Kevin McHale, Hall of Famer. 3 more cards for Hall of Fame collection for basketball. 78 tops, Dr. J. This is just a beautiful card. Minty, minty, minty. PSA 9. Kind of zoom in on that. You can see the corners. 78 set is a pretty cool set. Nothing looks more 70s than that font there. That's a year after I was born. 78 Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, all-time scoring leader. Everybody knows who he is. But again, in a 9, and you can pick these cards up for pretty reasonable. I think they might start going up in price a bit as more and more people collect the older basketball cards. Obviously, the older baseball cards are the most expensive, and then basketball and probably football, depending on what you pick up. But then I also found the 61 Fleer Paul Azarin in action card and a 7, and the colors are beautiful and it's nice and sharp. And I didn't know a lot about him, but if you look him up, Paul Azarin was one of the first superstars in basketball back in the 50s, and he played for Villanova, right? And invented the jump shot. And so he scored a lot of points, and he was a leader over like Dolph Schayes and more than George Mikan and those. So it was pretty neat to be able to pick up this card from 61. He played for the Philadelphia Warriors his whole career and retired from the NBA as the all-time careers point leader, I think, probably until Kareem Abdul-Jabbar broke the record, or maybe someone else. So very cool card. This is my first 61 Fleer card, and the back is so simple, but it looks so early 60s, late 50s, and sharp. So that's it. That's for the pickup. I'm going to do some box breaks coming up, and hope you all have a super day. Bye-bye.